you can probably take that cam out.
Now you can, yeah. Okay.
That is not the cam. You still gotta go and put your fingers in to get the rest of the camera. You only have the loops. You only have.
Damn, how long is that fucking thing? You've been going at it 10 minutes.
You were right. You didn't have to pull the grill out.
I told you.
You hear the roughness?
Yeah.
When that's gone, then you're done.
Hey, what is going on, guys? Donovan here. In today's video, this is actually day 3 of the cam install, and if you saw at the beginning of the video, we got the old cam out today and the new cam in, and also we are working on assembling the heads. So I have one of the heads done already. The surfaces are cleaned and stuff, and the motor doesn't look any different, but we have the new Hellcat lifters in, and the timing chain is back on, and we made sure to check the timing marks and stuff and all that. Piston number 1 is in the highest position. Basically what we had to do was, you can stick like an Allen wrench through one of these holes and it goes through a hole in the gear here, and you basically use that to break the cam bolt. Once you do that, you could just unscrew it, pull this phaser off. Make sure you have all your timing marks and stuff though, because it can be a pain to start from scratch. Pull that off. There's a cam thruster plate that has some torque, T30 torque bolts, I believe. You break those, and at that point the cam's ready to come out, but make sure you pull the old lifters out first, because they will fall in, and they go into the oil pan, and we're trying to do this without dropping the oil pan. But it is really difficult to get the oil pump off. So I have the oil pump somewhere over here with the rocker arms. It's really difficult to get the oil pan off, or not the oil pan, the oil pump off while the oil pan is still up. But if you keep tension on this chain and removed the tensioner, like we use zip ties and connected it over here somewhere, just to make sure the links don't fall off and ruin your timing. You can remove the tensioner, and you can kind of turn the oil pump so that you can get a hold of that bolt that connects the tube that's actually in the oil pan. There's a lot of sharp surfaces down there, so as you can see, my hands are cut up already. You will get cuts doing that, and we're not sure if it's going to go in without dropping the oil pan, but we'll see on that. So yeah, like I said, one head is done. We were able to use a spring compressor I got through Summit Racing. Yeah, guys, I guess there's not much else to say other than I was really happy to get the cam in today. Tomorrow, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish assembling the other head, and I'm gonna clean up the surfaces just one last time. I've already cleaned them once, but just one more time, so that way the head gasket seats properly. And tomorrow we're gonna try to get the heads back on. And the nice thing is since the heads are off, we can really torque the heck out of the header bolts and make sure they're all torqued down to their proper torque specs, since the bolts are more easily accessible than when the heads are on the motor. I mean, other than that, there's not much else to say. We're going to use an air compressor to get the coolant out of some of the head bolt terminals, I guess, or holes, so that way you're not trying to compress fluid, because that can raise issues. And we're just trying to get everything cleaned up, because one of the most important parts about the assembly process is not just the assembly, but the prep as well, because there can be a lot of issues that arise when the surfaces aren't flat and gaskets don't mate properly and just things like that. So we're chugging along. There's a lot of people, so I'm recording these videos and uploading them a day behind, and there's a lot of people arguing with me on stuff that I've already dealt with. Like, for example, a lot of people were arguing with me about taking the front end off. You saw front bumper's still on, front bumper never came off. The only thing you have to do is take that radiator fan out and drop the radiator. The cam has enough room to pull out with the bumper on. So I don't know why, maybe it's different for other cars, maybe other body styles, but you don't have to drop the bumper. I've proved that. You know, people, I'm not saying they were arguing, but I've done it. So I can, and I have the proof here. So anyways, if you guys have any questions, or if you need like a little update on the progress or something, go ahead and comment below and I'll get back to you as always. If you guys are enjoying following this process, remember to click that like button below. Subscribe to the channel if you're interested in following this build. We're hoping to have it done in the next couple of days, since we're already over the peak. We're already over the climax of the build. Now we're working on reassembly, and we're gonna hopefully get this thing up and running here soon. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.